can see that storm right over there, right here, just a few moments ago. So right over near the Capitol, the funnel cloud touching ground. No reports of any damage, but as it moved overhead, it did produce at least what the Capitol Police saw as a funnel. That's moving on again towards the east and away from downtown, but still have the heavy rainfall and frequent cloud for Ward County. The only warning is with this storm right over way. It's really the worst part of it here. The edge. If you're in Knightdale, Garner, those areas, you want to take cover because the storm is heading. Likely, this warning will be the east. Head of 101 falls of the new in the last few minutes, just at 7 o'clock actually, so about 10 minutes ago, potentially producing a tornado storm. But the leading edge of this storm again is making its way to the east. The worst of the weather, it really stretches from near New Hope and then down towards parts out of it. So to take cover in this region of Wake County, this tornado warning still in effect. Central Wake County, also a flash flood warning, but it's these areas here, Walnut Creek around there. You know, you see where the amphitheater is along Interstate 40 and Knightdale, Auburn, Garner, all areas you want to take cover. This storm has a history of producing at least funnels across parts of Wake County.
A lot of heavy rain, a lot of light, a lot of thunder, hail as we were driving over. The rain seems to be out now. It's minor now, but it seems to be building and building, and hopefully this is not going to become an issue over here on Dan Allen, but we're going to keep our eye on it.
Garrick, are cars moving along well?
Yeah, they are. There's not a lot of traffic out here. We're on the campus. We were on Hillsborough Street about 5 minutes ago, and traffic is moving slowly, as it should be.
We got to go back to Chris. It seems like some of these warnings might be extended.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, Larry. The tornado warning for Wake County now, if you're in West, but we'll show you on First Alert Doppler XP where the storm now. The new tornado warning in effect until 8. That's next 45 minutes for East Central Wake County and South Central Franklin County. Remember that funnel reported over also indicated a tornado 6 miles east of downtown now, moving east at 25. We talked about Knightdale, talked about Wendell, Pilot, Bunn, all of these areas in the path of the storm will close in now. We're in the circulation moment with what National Weather Service severe thunderstorm warning, and it ramped back up back to a tornado warning. So for Knightdale, Zebulon, those areas, one history of at least producing a funnel cloud and damage, but this storm. Some of the areas, Knightdale, next 10 to 15, Wood, Zebulon, all the way into hopefully by weakening, but it's been a strong. So go over to 2, you can see where we think the circle along Highway 64 there as you're heading to Knightdale. Pretty busy road there in eastern Wake County, just east of downtown Raleigh, actually. There you go. You see it's just to the belt line right now. The red line you see, belt, and there's where along Highway 64, right towards at least northern parts of Knightdale. We'll take you to DOT cam, and this is Highway 64 and 540, I believe, that new stretch of road there. Can't really see a lot, though. It's raining so hard. So take you back to the radar again and just show you some of these areas that will be impacted by the storm along Highway 64 road. So live in those areas getting east of downtown Raleigh. We urge you to take cover immediately. Just a few moments ago, a funnel cloud reported just a few miles southwest of Knightdale. No debris noted near this tornado, or at least funnel cloud. So any report damage out of Wake County, but just a few moments ago at 7:10, just to the southwest of Knightdale, right around Knightdale, a funnel cloud reported with no debris touching the ground, which is if you're going to have a funnel cloud, you want it to stay a funnel cloud and not a tornado. Scott, moving eastward about 20-25 miles per hour, so as it heads into eastern Wake, folks in Zebulon need to take cover, and eventually into Franklin County, parts of Franklin County now, south central Franklin County, Pilot, Bunn, those areas in the next 30-40 minutes. If the storm holds together, you will be impacted by the storm too.
And this is live data from First Alert Doppler XP, and now this continues to move right along US 64 as it comes out from New Bern Avenue across the Beltline and now east of that area. So this used to be the old route of 64 before they built the bypass around the southern flank, and now you're seeing this where we're seeing this rotation right in that area. So Eagle Rock over towards Lizard Lick, Wendell over towards Zebulon, those areas need to take cover as this continues to push off towards the east. We'll go ahead and put it back in time here, and you'll see there's the motion, and there's when the storm moved right through downtown Raleigh, where we got a report of a funnel cloud in downtown Raleigh, and now the latest report of a funnel cloud around US 64 just to the east of the Beltline. That would be the business route there that, as it goes into the Knightdale area. So if you live in those areas, get to immediately. Chris, I've been looking at the velocity products. We'll go ahead and on there again, the motion that we look for in these storms, and again, I'm seeing a little better signature here where we're seeing the greens and the reds starting to come together. And this is what I talked about earlier. Sometimes these things, they'll weaken, they'll start to tighten up and spin up again, and then weaken. They kind of pulse up and down, and it looks like we're seeing right there. That looks pretty impressive right there, Chris, just to the east of 440 along US 64. So that's probably at the point that we saw that the report came in of a funnel cloud, as you see right there, and this continues to move to the east. So I think folks just in these areas, as you're seeing on your radar screen, Lizard Lick over towards the Eagle Rock area, need to get to a place of safety.
Wendell,
right,
yeah, exactly. Zebulon. You look at Doppler XP, you can see that very heavy rain over Nightdale at the moment. With 6 minutes Nightdale, there it tries to update. It's literally but right now. And Zebulon, the next minutes more like 15 or so. Middlesex, Bailey, then your parts Nash County or Franklin County. That's where the tornado warning is in effect for South Central Franklin County too until 8 o'clock this evening. That's the only warning we have is this one storm, which actually has produced the tornado warning for the last, say, couple of hours in eastern Chatham County. It's been producing severe weather. So this tornado warning, that's in the mid. The green you see is the flash flood warning. No other warnings are in effect. There is a tornado watch that is in effect until tonight for areas generally there. If we go to Weather 2, you can see it outlined in red. The areas under the sea, from Durham County, Wake County, Franklin County, under a tornado watch until about midnight. The threat of severe weather should. The only warning we have right now is the one tornado set of Wake County. That'll go an evening. There, though, there's sections of Nash, and but more. Can't say there won't be another all through the evening. And the storms ramp back up and see more. Keep an eye on sections of county. Again, this warning in effect until 8. If you're anywhere around Nightdale, especially now towards Zebulon, anywhere in eastern Wake County, along Highway 96 sort of cuts through the half of that part of the county there, going down towards Zebulon. Storm moving that way. A fairly rural area when you get out of Nightdale and Zebulon, between, say, Zebulon and Wake Forest. That area where the part of the storm is not too many, no significant towns. Rollsville is there, but you're not in the warning right now. But still, anywhere from Zebulon, Wendell into eastern Wake County, in effect, also south central Franklin County.
And one of the things we've been looking at during the course of, we see these circular shear markers is what we call them. And a lot of reports of tornadoes, those shear markers have been present. Right now, we don't have any of right now over Nightdale, but earlier on, when we had that report of a funnel cloud, we did have one more. Yeah, that's right. There it is right there.
That was the one. Yeah, it was over, then it popped back up. And that's why the National Weather Service, it looked like this was beginning to weaken a bit, and they put out this warning for areas east of downtown. And then right away, that circulation, the rotation ramped back up, and they upgraded that to a tornado warning. It could just as easily go back down quickly. That's the thing with these tornadoes. And typically, tornadoes are around for just a few minutes. The average tornado minutes tops. In many cases, less than that. You get these very large tornadoes pounding the area that do the damage and cause quite a few fatalities. This storm is more of the ones, if it is seeing a tornado, Scott, it's up and down and considered a weak tornado by the indications we're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, rarely do we see a big tornado that went through the Raleigh. In 1984, we had those strong tornadoes. That's right, in the Sandhills. So far, these tornadoes have been on the weaker. We've seen from damage to homes.
Yeah, it's a kind of a misnomer when you say it's a tornado damage, but typically EF3 reality, the cotton's been far.